sassy little face, daisy in her hand. She really put me in my place when she said, what's to understand? If you try, you always can.
Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your year ahead astrology forecast for 2015. And the spotlight is on you. Saturn has entered your sign on December 23rd and will be in your sign, Sagittarius, until December 21st, 2017. Saturn will back out into Scorpio on June 14th and then return back into Sagittarius on September 17th. Saturn will retrograde March 14th through August 1st. You are in the spotlight for the next few years. Saturn has moved in with you. Now, at times it may feel like Debbie Downer's moved in, but there is tremendous value in what you are to learn about yourself. Saturn is going to show you what truly matters. And what is a distraction? Saturn will redefine who you are. You are getting on a new life path destiny. Honor what you need. Take good care of you. You may have less energy to work with, so make your time matter. This can be a year of tremendous success and fulfillment. With great power comes great responsibility. Managing your time and energy will pay off for you. You are growing, and it is powerful growth. And we're all looking at Sagittarius now because Saturn is there. And this is initiating a new 30-year cycle for you. Saturn will not be back into Sagittarius for another 30 years. So when something is in our sign, it's conjuncting us, it's coupling with us. And that is the most powerful aspect you can have. There's no space between the planets and the personal planets. So it's very powerful. And having it in your own sign is initiating new beginnings for you. Things that have been working for you will continue to work well. Things that are not working for you, let them fall by the wayside. Whether that's a job, a relationship, whatever you're doing, Saturn is going to clearly show you this is working, this isn't working. If something's working, you want to stay focused on it and keep it moving, because that will bring you fulfillment and success. If something's not working, it won't start working now with Saturn in your sign. Saturn limits and restricts. And the Sun, and this is a general forecast reading for the Sun in Sagittarius and the Ascendant Sagittarius. When Saturn is around, Saturn restricts the life force energy. It restricts the energy so that you can only focus on what truly matters, what's important. And so you don't have endless energy. And boundaries are an issue with Sagittarius. Like Pisces, it's very important that you establish your boundaries. This is me, this is my space, this is, my home, my work, whatever, and you don't want other people running over your boundaries. Saturn's going to help you clarify that, help you set strong boundaries so that you're not, moving into other people's space and other people are not getting into your space. It's really important to be in your own space so that you can connect to your soul energy and connect to who you really are. When other people are in your space, you're connecting to their energy, and that may have nothing to do with who you really are, or your soul contracts, your soul agreements. So Saturn is going to help you over these next few years redefine who am I? Not who I've been, not who society tells me to be, not what other people want me to be, but who am I really? Who am I truly? Who am I? And so you're redefining who you are. And this is very important because we can't attract what we want if we're not coming from who we really are, right? If we're putting on, this persona of, this type of person, and then we say, well, why can't I attract what I want? Well, because you're not being authentic, right? The power comes from being who you really are and connecting to who you are. And so this is a really important time for you, and it's exciting. And everyone's looking to see what you will do. It's like that song keeps coming to my head. Everyone's watching and hoping you'll come through. And so the spotlight's on you, the focus is on you, but there's a lot of support in here, and this is a really important time in your life because you're setting the foundation for the next 30 years. Whether Saturn is on your ascendant or on your sun, or if it's on your moon, it's setting the new emotional foundation for the next 30 years. And so this is a very important time. The decisions you make now could last that long, for the next 28, 29 years. Okay? We shift and change on the squares. When Saturn squares in 7 years, every 7 years you make the changes, or in opposition. But when Saturn is conjuncting, it's new starts, new beginnings. And things that you've been working on that are working well for you will continue to work well. You don't want to take on a big elaborate social life right now. You don't want to take on a big elaborate personal life. You don't want to take on a big elaborate career life now either, because those are distractions from the internal process that's happening with you. When we change on the inside, the outside changes. And Saturn is reconstructing you from the inside out. Think of yourself as a giant castle. And when Saturn is conjunct your sun or your ascendant, Saturn is tearing down walls and putting in new rooms and adding a solarium and adding a sunroom and putting in a swimming pool and putting in a new driveway. All of this is going on the inside. So you're going to be more tired. And so you need to rest. It's not a time to push. It's not about conquering and achieving in the world. It's about redefining yourself and rebuilding yourself from the inside out, and that takes energy. You are a multi-dimensional being. Yes, you have a physical self, an outer self here, but that's one dimension of you. You have a mighty I am presence. You have a Holy Christ self. You have a spiritual self. You have a mental self. You have an emotional self. You are a multi-dimensional being. And Saturn is working on these deep levels with you, restructuring who you are, who you've been, where you're going. And your goals in life, and your spiritual goals, and your material goals. Saturn is going through like the accountant. Oh, well, you want to make more money? Well, then why are you doing this? Right? So Saturn brings to our attention how we distract ourselves with things that don't matter. Oh, you want to spiritually grow? Well, then why are you not taking time to meditate? Oh, you're right. You see? So Saturn will limit you so that you only have the energy to focus on you and what you need to be doing, and you're not out here trying to have a social, elaborate social life, be, all over the place. You won't have the energy. You won't have the energy for other people's drama. You won't have the energy. You have to focus on you, and that's what the cosmos is saying. Sagittarius, focus on you. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Don't worry about if you're missing the party. There'll always be more parties. This is your time to party with you and God, Creator, Source. Party with Creator so that you are setting the foundation for the next 30 years, and you're getting off to a good start, and you're building a strong foundation of who you really are, what truly matters to you. Because as Saturn leaves and then moves into Capricorn, you're going to focus on what truly matters to you. And then when he leaves and goes into Aquarius, you're going to focus on how your mind thinks. And then in Pisces, you're going to build a new foundation, another new foundation. So this is a really important time in your life because you're setting the stage for the next 29, 30-year cycle. You have a lot of support here. Your ruling planet, Jupiter, is in Leo. And Jupiter will be in Leo until August 11th. And Jupiter is hooking up with Uranus, forming grand fire trines to the Sagittarius, right? So Uranus is in Aries, Jupiter is in Leo, and any points that you have in your chart that are in Sagittarius are being picked up by Uranus and Jupiter. That is gifts from the gods. So opportunity can come to you. Promotion can come to you. You can move up in what you're doing. It just can't be so overwhelming that you don't have time for yourself and that you're just tired all the time. That's not a real promotion. A real promotion is where you're doing what you love and it's bringing more prosperity and you have life-work balance. Life-work. Do you notice how I said that? I didn't say work-life. I said life-work. You want your life to be more balanced, and that work supports the life, right? We've all been brainwashed into thinking work, 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 and then create a life. For you, there's tremendous opportunity coming in here for you to travel, for you to go on to school, for you to teach, for you to start your own business, for you to market your business using social media, using the internet. Uranus is creating opportunity for new relationship, new romantic relationship, creative self-expression, self-confidence, and this is a grand fire trine pouring into any planets or points in your chart that are Sagittarius. And boy, when Saturn gets up there and starts hooking up with Uranus, that's going to be a breakthrough time. None of the other signs have gotten this. You're getting this. So there is huge breakthroughs coming through for Sagittarius over the next few years. And it's important, and it's remarkable, and it is something to really look forward to. Now, Jupiter's going to move into Virgo on August 11th, and that's career expansion. And that's where you will want to expand your career. And as long as you're taking care of yourself and you're making you the focus, what do I need? You know, am I getting my rest? Am I eating well? Am I exercising? Really taking good care of you. Then go ahead and expand, because Jupiter won't be back to this part of your chart for another 12 years. So having Jupiter in Virgo is really good for you. And that's going to promote your reputation in the world, your profession in the world, your life path destiny in the world. It's going to expand you. So some of you are going to be moving up professionally in the world big time here in 2011, but you want to create that balance. You can't be all things to all people. So you want to make sure you're taking care of yourself, or Saturn will clunk you on the head. Trust me on this one. It's like Saturn comes along and goes clunk, you know, what are you doing? You know, you can't work 7 days a week, 3 years in a row. What's wrong with you? And it's like, yeah, you're right, I can't. I'm so tired. And so be aware of, you know, you're getting these opportunities to expand your business, move up, new job opportunities, but you have to include yourself, right? And you have to look at your limitations. Saturn loves to show us our limitations. You know, you only have so many hours in a day, you only have so much energy. How are you going to work your time and energy to do the new job or expand your business? I'm channeling Saturn right now. Okay, so Saturn is talking to me, saying to you, Sagittarius, that's great, you're getting a promotion. How are you going to fix that? How are you going to make that happen, right? You can't be on the PTA commitment and the soccer mom and, you know, be in charge of the bake sale and, you know, do you know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be all over the place and expand your business. You have to choose. What are your priorities based on who you are now? Not who you've been, not what others want you to be, but who does God want you to be? Who does your soul want you to be? When you are moving from the inside out, you will have power, and you will be effective, and you will be kind of Capricornian. You know what I mean? Because Saturn rules Capricorn, so you'll be like, you know, business. You know, here's my priorities. You might even want to do that, you know, make your priorities. I've got lots of tools here for you for creating 2015. And one of them is using intentions and affirmations, scripting your future, consciously creating what you want with your body, with your home, with your relationships, with your work, with your money. So you can do that. Set your priorities. Use these tools. Set your priorities. What do I want to create in 2015? What are my priorities? What are my goals? Saturn's the one that gets you there. It's just that Saturn is stark reality. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh my gosh, you're showing me I'm getting older. You know, did you really have to show me that, Saturn? You know, however, you got to work with your limitations, right? And when you do that, they become your strengths. And you achieve your goals. And then you feel really, really good because you got it done. Okay, Jupiter's working for you, which is your ruling planet. Venus is working for you because Venus goes into Leo on June 6th and camps out in Leo until October 8th. Venus is going to retrograde in Leo July 25th through September 5th. And don't I sound like Oprah there? And you get a car, and you get a car. Okay, and Venus is direct on September 6th at 14 degrees Leo. Well, Leo, like Aries, are your sister signs, and they trine you. So Venus is going to be pouring positive energy into you for 5 months. It's a wonderful time to go to school. It's a wonderful time to travel. It's a wonderful time to reflect. It's a wonderful time to connect to your higher self, to your truth, to your wisdom, to your spirituality, for your freedom and your expansion of consciousness. The more you're taking care of yourself, the more you're available to travel, teach, learn, do the things that you want to do. It's very exciting. This is really good. And she's there till the 8th, and then she'll move into Virgo, which is your destiny in the world, your career. So you've got Venus working for you. You've got Jupiter working for you. Mars is working for you too, because Mars is direct in 2015. Mars does not take a break. No retrograde with Mars. Mars starts out in Aquarius, which sextiles you, and then he ends the year in Libra, which sextiles you. Mars is your energy and your drive, your get up and go. Without Mars, we couldn't get anything done. So you are going to be able to accomplish quite a bit, because Mars is going to, before it ends the year in Libra, is going to be in Virgo with Jupiter in that career and destiny in the world. So some of you are definitely moving up in your career and your reputation, your destiny in the world in October. There's a promotion here for you coming in October, and it's really exciting. It is really good. So you have so much to look forward to. You know, yeah, I mean, you are in the spotlight with Saturn. Everyone's looking at you. But look at the support you're getting. Mars is direct this year. Jupiter is at the top of the chart, pulling you forward, expanding you, especially when it gets to Virgo. You're going to get a promotion, and you want to take advantage of that. And then Venus. Venus is helping you. Uranus is helping you. So look at all the support that you have. Now Jupiter, your ruling planet, is going to hook up with Uranus twice. They're going to couple. And that is on February, March, all of June, and into the middle of July. Wow. That is breakthrough time. That is career breakthrough. That is relationship. Some of you could be like meeting a soulmate who lives further away from you, but you have a deep spiritual connection to, and you meet up, and it's amazing. It's just spectacular. Some of you are going to have the opportunity to travel abroad and teach or go to school. You know, this is a really important time, and this is a significant breakthrough time for you. So there's a lot of opportunity coming in here for you, Sagittarius. And I love giving you good news. And, you know, as we get into the monthlies, I'll be able to look at this even closer. But boy, does this look good. I really like what I'm seeing here. And Saturn and Neptune are going to do a little weird dance. You know, Saturn is structure, Saturn is limitation, and Saturn, you know, likes to build, and Saturn likes to know, you know, my boundaries and my limits. And Neptune is not that. Neptune is really strong, because Neptune rules Pisces, and it's in Pisces. So Neptune is, there are no boundaries, we're all one, we're all stars in the sky, we're all drops in the ocean, we're all one, you know. And so when those two square off, it's kind of wiggy. So, you know, it's definitely cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, it's crazy making. Those two are going to rub up against each other in November, November 19th through December 15th, that'll be exact. Loosely in February with a 2-degree orb, but it's worth mentioning. And so there could be some, you know, boundaries needing to be set in the home, boundaries needing to be set with relatives, boundaries needing to be set with other people getting in your space. Remember now, Saturn's in your sign. You have the authority to direct Saturn, to call the shots, to say, this is my space, this is your space. Stay in your space. I don't want you in my space. I need my space. And you do. Because there's so much happening with you on inner levels that you need your space in order to recharge your batteries and re-energize yourself and to connect to what truly matters to you. So I'll talk more about that as we get into it. Chiron is in Pisces, in that area of home and foundation, and will retrograde June 24th through November 28th. Uranus is firing through Aries and will retrograde July 26th through December 25th. Now, the ongoing life-changing Uranus-Pluto square happens on March 17th, the 16th, and the 17th, depending on where you are on the planet. This is the last one. Hallelujah! Now, they're still going to be hanging out with each other loosely till 2020, because, you know, even when we, you know, they separate, they're still going to show up in our solar return charts, in the lunar return chart, which happens every month, the Venus return, the Mars return. So they're still affecting us on a personal level, but not as intensely as it's been. Many people have made tremendous life changes, so you're not going to have to continue to make such big changes. You've already done the heavy lifting. So I'm not saying you're going to have to continue with that, but I'm just saying, you know, they're not going away. You know what I mean? Like, they're still there and they're sitting in our charts. And so they're still changing things. Now, Uranus is working for you. Uranus is benign for you because Uranus is inviting you to change, but it can be graceful change. Change can be fun and exciting for you because it's in a sister sign. So it's not saying change. It's saying you would like to change because it's going to feel good. And so Uranus is working for you. Pluto is in the area of your resources. So there is more growth work for you to do in the matters of your financial picture and what you can do to improve your resources, what you can do. And the more you focus on you, the more energy you have. The more energy you have, the more you can work. The more you work, the more you make, the more you earn. So focus on you. What do you need? What's important to you? What are your priorities? What are your objectives? What are your goals? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to achieve? Is this going to, everything you're doing, wherever your body is, say, hey, body, is this going to bring me to my goals? Yes, then stay there. If it's not, then what's your body doing over here if you're supposed to be over here? So in other words, if you say, I want to meditate, but you're over here, you know, doing something else, watching television, right? Well, if you're saying you want to meditate, what are you doing over here? Where's your body? Where's your body? Bring your body over to where you can sit quietly and connect to source and connect to yourself. And so like that, you know, wherever your body is, right? You want to bring your body back to where you want to be. Is it bringing you to your goals? Is it bringing you to what you want? And so Neptune, so we talked about Uranus, we talked about Pluto. Pluto will retrograde April 16th through September 24th in this area of your resources. That is an opportunity for you to redefine your values and work on increasing your resources. You've been going through tremendous transformation in this area of your resources, and that will continue through 2015. Now, Neptune is in the area of your foundation, and Neptune will retrograde June 12th through November 18th. So, you know, that can be an interesting energy, because with Neptune there, sometimes we feel like the things we rely on are being taken away. You know, the props we use to prop ourselves up are disappearing with Neptune, and we don't even see where they went. However, Saturn can empower you to know where things are, to know where you are, to know where you're going. Yes, Saturn does give us the stark reality, but through the truth, we can free ourselves. Through the truth, we know where we stand. Whereas with Neptune, it's too wishy-washy, it's too vague. Neptune rules fantasy, it rules dreaming, illusion. Saturn rules reality. Saturn is in your sign. So Saturn is really a protector for you, because Saturn is protecting you from getting into things that you don't need to be in. Saturn is protecting you from distractions or people that are a waste of time. You see? So Saturn is really an ally for you in these next few years. I really like it. I mean, having Saturn in Sagittarius is much lighter and easier to manage than Scorpio. So it is a really good energy. Now, we have 4 eclipses in 2015 and 6 supermoons. And we're moving from the Libra Aries to the Virgo Pisces. The first total solar eclipse is on March 20th at 29 degrees Pisces. And then April 4th, there's a total lunar eclipse at 14 degrees Libra, bringing in the Pluto-Uranus. So the first one is in the area of your foundation, and it's at 29 degrees. So some of you may move in this March-April period. You may move where you live, sell your house, buy a new house. You're moving. There's a move. Because at 29 degrees, that's a completion. That's an ending. You see, we're completing things. And then The Libra one on April 4th is bringing in Pluto and Uranus. Now, this isn't a fun part of your chart. This is in the love you receive from others and your goals and your hopes and your wishes. And so there could be opportunity coming in for you to make more money, for you to achieve your goals. That's an opening. Then in September, we have a partial solar eclipse at 20 degrees Virgo. That's in your work. And then the final one for 2015 is on the 27th of September at 4 degrees Aries, and that is in the love sector. And that one's in harmony with Saturn. That can be bringing in a new relationship for you. So love is strong here, even with Saturn in your sign in 2015. And career advancement with that Virgo eclipse in the 10th house on September 13th. That can promote you. That can open doors for you. That's a new beginning for you. Now you have 6 supermoons in 2015. A supermoon is the most powerful moon you can experience. At the time of the new moon or the full moon, that's where the sun and the moon, the sun and the earth and the moon are in direct alignment with each other, and the moon is closest to the earth. So this is, the first one is on January 20th at 0 degrees Aquarius. That sextiles you. That's new beginnings. That's fun in your day-to-day environment. Zipping around in January, making things happen. I'll talk about that when I do the January. But that's a good one for you. It's new beginnings in speaking, writing, teaching. And then there's a 0 degree Pisces new moon on the 18th, followed by the 29 degree one. So this is about you moving, this is about where you're living, this is a new start in where you're living or moving or renovating, but there's a lot going on in the home during that February and March period. Then August 29th, there is a 6 degrees Pisces full moon. Pisces is very important in 2015, like Sagittarius. You are very important, and so is the Piscean energy. And Piscean energy is all about expansion and compassion and creativity and sensitivity. Sagittarius is all about expansion. That's why both you signs have troubles with your boundaries. But Saturn's helping you with that, and Saturn's helping the Pisces with that too. So this is a very spiritual time, spiritual transcendence energy. And then on the 27th of September, there's the Aries full moon eclipse, and that's at, like I said, almost 5 degrees Aries, and that, you know, is in the area of romance, true love, creative self-expression. And then on October 27th, you have the Taurus full moon at 4 degrees. That's the last supermoon in 2015. And Taurus for you it rules your health. And that Aries full moon is in harmony with Saturn. So that's about romance and true love, creative self-expression. So love is really on for Sagittarius in 2015. So those of you interested in love, it's on for you, big time. And, you know, with Saturn in your own sign, this is going to be a very significant relationship. It's going to, you know, feel, you know, I don't want to say heavy, but just important, significant, and, you know, intense at times. So that is really interesting how, you know, the love area is really being opened up, and that may be one of the reasons you're moving too, right? So some of you could be moving in with your partner and coupling up in 2015. Now there's 3 Mercury retrogrades in 2015, and I think they're going to be much easier than the ones we've had in the past. The astrology in 2015 is way better than 2014. Because Mercury is ruled by Gemini. I mean, Mercury rules Gemini, and Mercury is an intellectual air sign. It rules rationale and objectivity, and so it loves being in the air signs, and all the retrogrades are in air signs. The first Mercury retrograde is January 21st through February 11th in Aquarius. And, so that is, and I'll talk about that for the January one, but that's about going over your details with speaking, writing, and teaching, short distance travel, the car you're driving, all that fun stuff. Then the next one is May 18th through June 11th, and that's in Gemini. And that is the area of relationship for you. So relationship, again, is focused. And then Mercury will retrograde September 17th through October 9th in another fun area for you in Libra, the area of your friends and your goals and the love you receive from others. And that all pours positive energy into you. So it's a very supportive, even the retrogrades of Mercury is very much supporting Sagittarius in 2015. And then, of course, the North and the South Node move into Virgo Pisces on October 9th, and that has everything to do with you moving and moving up in your career. So this is a big year for you, Sagittarius. You're moving, you are moving up in your career. For those of you, interested in love and relationship, it's on. For those of you already coupled, you're going to the next level. You're rethinking relationship during that Mercury retrograde period, May 18th through June 11th. Saturn's going to show you the reality in all these situations. Are you in the right job? Are you in the right relationship? Are you in the right living location? Saturn will show you if it's still good for you. If it's not, you're going to have the opportunity to move. You're going to have the opportunity to advance. The energy is very supportive for you. Venus is supporting you. Jupiter is supporting you. Mars, Uranus. So there's a lot of positive fire energy in here, and air energy, and air, stimulates the fire, and the fire feeds the air, and the air feeds the fire, and it all lifts up the Sagittarius. So this is a really exciting time for you. It's showtime, and the spotlight's on you. So you're showing us what you can do. And it's exciting because you're moving up. You're getting promoted. And you're going to have major breakthroughs this year. So thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, sharing, and favoring in Google Plus in my podcast, Sagittarius. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like for me to take a detailed look at your personal astrology in 2015, it's very easy. The link is below in the Show More section. And I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you, and thank you for sharing this journey with me. Oh, we staked out on a mission to find our inner peace and make it everlasting, so nothing's incomplete. It's easy being with you, sacred simplicity. As long as we're together, there's no place I'd rather be. With every step we take, Kyoto to the bay, strolling so casually. We're different and the same, get you another name, switch up the batteries. If you gave me a chance, I would take it. It's a shot in the dark, but I'd make it. Know with all of your heart you can't shake me. When I am with you, there's no place I'd rather be.
Well,